Aboard Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady, we had the opportunity to go to the Bimini Beach Club. Upon arrival at the island of Bimini, we walked straight from the gangway back to their free tram service that brought you directly to the beach club. Unlike some other cruise lines with their own physical private islands, Virgin Voyages utilizes the beach club that is on the property and owned by Resorts World Bimini. While the property is not exclusive to Virgin Voyages itself, it is exclusive to the cruisers while they are in port, and resort guests are not allowed to go to the beach club. The tram rides about 5 to 10 minutes and run pretty much on a continuous circuit from the beach club to the ship. So the tram lets you off at the main house, which is a shaded lounging area that also has a bar. And opposite of the bar is a large map of all the beach club offerings. There are also some sunken lounge areas where you still get the shade, but you can have your feet in the sand as well. As you exit the main house, you enter into the center heart of the beach club. So from here, we are going to go towards our left, which is the south side. There are both the south and the north lagoon pools, surrounded by plenty of sun loungers and umbrellas. There are also a handful of clamshells and daybeds as well, but those fill up fast. It is nice to mention that all the main walkways throughout the club are made of a slatted wood surface. That's great if you're barefoot or wearing shoes, so that you don't have to be walking through the sand all day. Right next to the main house is the lounge, which is another covered lounging area, and then a grouping of 4 of the Grove Cabanas. At the time of filming, all cabana rentals are $350 and include private service and bar tab. Speaking of which, Virgin Voyages does not offer an unlimited drink package unless you're in the Rockstar Suites, but you can have a prepaid bar tab which carries over to the beach club as well. Next to those Grove Cabanas, you have a garden of hammocks. We are happy to report that those hammocks are indeed very comfortable, especially under a sunshade or in the shade of a palm tree. Continuing on, we have Beach Eats South. There is also a Beach Eats North, but since we were in a reduced capacity sailing, the Beach Eats South was the only venue open. There is a variety of seating available, and that white shack in the back is the self-serve beverage station, where water and Coke products are available. Unlike other cruise lines, the food here is not a buffet. There is a small menu with a walk-up line where they serve you pre-plated items. While there weren't a ton of options, the options they had were very good. Between the 2 days that we were here, we were able to try all the menu items except for the pumpkin curry and the fruit salad. Lunch is served from 12 to 3, and then after that they have the light fare menu. The highlights here were definitely the watermelon and jicama salad and the roasted squash and coconut hummus. Very good. Farther south from the Beach Eats is the Rockstar Retreat, which is exclusive to Rockstar Suite guests only. They have their own separate bar, lounging areas, and cabanas. On the south side of the lagoon is the Lagoon Bar, which is one of 3 bars at the club and definitely the most popular. Next to the bar are some unique lounging areas, and depending on the time of day, could be in total shade. Personally, we found that the round chairs and the beanbags to be most comfortable. Good thing to note that they offer towels if you forget the ones in your room. In a few areas of both pools, there are the ledge loungers, which sit in about 2 inches of water, which are really nice. Over here, we're seeing the backs of the beach cabanas. They do offer some privacy, but the slats in the wood also allow for some breeze to flow through. Now we are back at the center point, so from the main house now we are going to go to the right, which is the north side. The north side is pretty much a carbon copy of the south side without the Rockstar Lounge. Right next to the main house, you'll find restrooms, outdoor showers, and changing areas. The changing areas are individual little tents. They do offer lockers as well, but there is no keypad entry, so you have to bring your own lock if you want to use them. It seems that they would be used more by the Resort World guests who are utilizing this area when Virgin is not in town. Depending on the time of day that you're there, it seems that this side of the pool has more shade to it if that's something that you're interested in. Next to the restroom are another grouping of the Grove Cabanas and a garden of hammocks. On this day, Beach Eats North was closed, but when it's open, it would have the same exact menu as the other location. Across from Beach Eats, there are 4 Lagoon Cabanas, and they are situated right next to the DJ, so when the music is going, it is very loud right there. In this fork right here, if we go to the left, that brings us to the rest of the club, but if we go to the right, that brings us to the water sports shack. Through this way, we see the backs of some of the beach cabanas, back here, there are more restrooms and outdoor showers as well. This is the Water Sports Shack, where you can sign up for a variety of aquatic activities such as kayaking and jet skiing. They also have all the beach essentials such as sunglasses, sunscreen, t-shirts, flip-flops, goggles, pool noodles, and all that kind of stuff. Over here is a different area for the Resort World guests that's completely separate from this beach club area. If you are looking for the quietest spot on the beach, over here in this north corner is the best area. Now back to that fork in the path, if we went back towards the regular part of the beach club, we had the beach bar and some of the other distinctive lounging zones. As the afternoon gets going, this place is the party zone because it is loud from the DJ, people are drinking and having fun. It is a fun area. But if that's not really your scene, you can also go to the south side of the pool by the Beach Eats where it's not as loud. Here's a quick tip. The towel bins and the trash bins are right next to each other, so make sure you're putting your stuff where it belongs, and no trash in the towels and no towels in the trash. Now that we are on the beach, there are plenty of sun loungers, umbrellas, daybeds, and more of these cabanas over here. Unlike other cruise lines' beach areas, all of the sun loungers, umbrellas, daybeds, and clamshells are free, and are all first come first serve. You might have seen some of these large metal orbs across the beach, and there are 3 of them. They are the bonfires that will be lit at sundown. At sunset, they have a little party and they light these bonfires. That's one of the great things about coming to this beach club with Virgin Voyages, is that we're here until pretty late. It depends on your sailing, but you could stay here until 10 o'clock or even midnight. So unlike most other cruise lines' private islands, you have the opportunity to experience the full day at the beach club. On a beautiful day like this, the beach club is absolutely gorgeous. The water is warm, crystal clear, and everything is so much fun. They have a few of these water swings, which were really popular for photo ops, but also really fun to swing in the water. Later on in the afternoon, we decided to go back on the ship to get changed and come back for the sunset soiree. If you're looking to watch the sunset on the beach, this is the place. Oh my gosh, it was so nice out. We were here in the middle of October, and so the temperature was very comfortable at this point. And as the sun goes down, the lights come up. The perimeter of the lagoon pool turns red, and all of the little lights are on, and it's really, really nice. This was a great time to grab a drink and sit in the lounge. As it gets darker, if you look to the south side of the island, you can see the ship all lit up. At sundown, the bonfires are lit, signaling the end of our day at the beach club, but the party still continues. By the time the bonfires were lit, we still had quite a few hours left at the beach club. Most people at this point headed back to the ship for whatever dinner reservations they had, but they were really missing out. We can't wait to get back to Bimini Beach Club.